like I say, this book here, it's chock full of information, tells a lot about our company, tells a lot about our owner, talks a lot about the products that we have, our dead standing timber. So, you know, we always encourage people to read it thoroughly, and then in doing that, you'll formulate quite a bit of questions.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump into this slideshow. I was so optimistic. So there's a couple of ways to see Satterwhite log homes, and we publish how many plans, Robert?
About 60, and like I say, in various alterations, you know, we keep on file all of our plans, all of our modifications. So
there's thousands on file, but these are kind of recipe starters, and this is where you would see it right today. You can look on our website, but also you can, you know, we still keep beautiful printed catalogs. So we're going to look at 2 plans today, and so let's have a look there, Robert. Let's just walk through. You know, a lot of our plans, we're going to look at the Misty Ridge, which is a 3-level home. It would be built, and that includes what most people would call a basement or a walkout basement. The one that we're going to see here today has that lower level. Depending on what part of the country people live in, they might call that the terrace level. I think that's how our materials refer to it as the terrace level, and you'll see why, but obviously a gorgeous home. Robert, just jump in if you see what any kind of description on the logs. But the purpose of this today is to take people through a lot of pictures that we have produced as a photo shoot. Usually you guys only see like 1 or so, and we'd like you to see you know, the continuity of going through these homes. I've labeled all of them modified because as you look through our plan book and our website, I'd guess that like nobody ever builds the straight plan.
I think I've had one. A guy was doing a Boy Scout camp, and he said, we're gonna modify it ourselves from once y'all get the shell done. Yeah,
and you've been here a lot of years, so a lot of houses, and so we say modified because. And I'm not sure, just as a disclaimer, neither Robert nor I have been through either one of these homes, so we're not intimately familiar with all the details, but this was definitely, you can see that walkout basement or the terrace level, and these homes that are built that way, and that can be built in any part of the country, really. Our show home here in Longview is built like this. With that dug into a hill, and so the other side just showing some of that lower porch area. So it's a great thing if you have if you want a big cabin with extra bedrooms. A lot of people build these. I've seen them for the grandkids on that lower level, or even a separate master suite or a mother-in-law suite, separate apartment.
Safe rooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And build safe rooms down there.
Boy, you'd really be safe. You can see the edge of that retainer wall, which that's poured concrete, that right there in the right foreground. So that would be just basically dug into a storm shelter on that lower level right there. So we've jumped up to the upper porch now, and this particular one they've put an outdoor fireplace. That happens a lot in Georgia. I'm not. It happens. Do you see that often here, Robert?
Not too often, but like I said, that fireplace right there is on that. Actually, it's the first floor of the home, but the second level of that plan there. But you've got to have that rocked all the way from the ground up to that second level there. So that can. I mean, climb in cost pretty quick.
You know, Satterwhite is known for, these are wood houses, and we are known for stressing how important porches are. But this is definitely, these porches that we're seeing here are enhanced from our normal plans. And you can see the benefit in what, you know, that outdoor living space is compared to the square footage of the indoor. That's real inexpensive space that really adds a lot to your home. We've got a gable-in porch there. You see that arch coming off the windows on the left, and shed porches to the right. But this is a beautiful porch, and you can see there's plenty of room to have a family reunion or all the kids around. If we talk about every one of these 100 pictures, we're going to be too long. But Just those porches. What log is that, Robert?
It looks like the 8x8 D log. That looks like just like what our model home here in Longview is built with. It's a little bit thicker than our standard log, so it's going to provide a little more R factor, and it also has the dovetail corners there as well.
Yeah, those dovetail corners are beautiful. They're you can tell by the short extension that they're not coming out just real far away from the corner, that's a dovetail. So just, like I say, we're going to show you guys a full photo shoot. It's going to be as if you have toured this home today. That is quite the spectacular outdoor fireplace.
Yeah, it really is.
It's, I wish I'd looked closer on the full, because that's a lot of weight if it's true stone.
Yeah, some people do a back-to-back open fireplace where it's open to the inside and then another side on the outside out of the same chimney. But this one here is obviously a standalone.
And of course, we never include masonry in any of our bids or quotes. I mean, we specialize in the log home portion. So that what you're seeing there is between you and your local mason, although we build it into the plans and have the cutouts and the roofs and all that.
Right, and like I said, out of our Georgia office, I think they're doing more of a turnkey product there, so they're probably getting that in maybe a one-stop shop there.
That can be true in a limited radius, because people who haven't been to North Georgia don't understand that log homes are the prevalent home in Georgia. So just in a limited area close, if you're close to our LJ office, which is 90 miles north of Atlanta, within shouting distance of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Murphy, North Carolina, Western North Carolina, that part of the country. And of course, we sell homes from that office all over the eastern United States. But yeah. Fantastic. We're inside this plan is based on our Misty Ridge plan that you can see on our website. So nice bar there at the left. I don't know if that's standard or that space at the left, and we still see it at the left of the frame. We're in the great room now, and we're looking back towards the entrance door, and we can see that open loft walk space in the upper floor there. And that bar at the left, people, I would say that's the main thing people do with it, but I've seen people do other things with that space other than a bar.
Yeah, that can even be a closet from the other side, like in the Misty River plan, which is the Texas version. Sometimes they'll have a bigger closet right there coming from that bedroom.
Yeah, and we're going to see more detail of that in that area, in that corner of the entryway in just a minute. But a gorgeous open plan that so many people love today. I think that this plan evolved, and this is one of our more popular plans, I believe. This layout. It's downscale a little bit, right-sized from the Mountain Laurel that is our Eastern Division show home. So if you like these pictures, you can basically, just by visiting our offices in LJ, Georgia, we're going to show a little bit of the, well, I don't think we're going to look at the Utah office today. Anyway, indoor fireplace there too. These folks, yeah, it's mountain living. Very nice. So we're standing in the kitchen area right here in this picture, and we can see that just barely on the right-hand side, we can see past the bar, and that door on the far side there is the master bedroom suite, which we'll see some of that in a minute.
Hey, Danny, also on that last slide, typically that fireplace is designed in the front of that window there, and it just shows where if you want to see your view going out to, over the ridge there, then you can move that fireplace over and keep all that glass there and,
Yep.
still have your view.
And a lot of people do that.
Yep.
This is right there. We're standing right by the fireplace again, looking at just the open space. What is the old saying about the weight of man's heart's through his stomach? But I think that's just family life anymore, that the kitchen is really the heart of the home, and it's not usually separated from the living spaces, and so you can watch the ball game while you make something to eat.
Yeah, that way nobody's isolated off in the kitchen.
Yep. And here we see the stairs. We're going to go both upstairs and downstairs in this house.
And Danny, those logs right there, that's some spruce tree stock that's been skip peeled.
Okay. So a lot of handwork and options that we have in the way, and this would be a decorative wood that would not be included in the basic shell pricing and things on our website. And like all these interior finish woods that we see in here, we're going to see a little bit more kitchen. Let's look around right quick because...
Yeah, there's some aspen in the ceiling there.
Yep. This is standing with our back to the dining area. The great room's off to our left, and that door to that we see there is the utility room, so the washer and dryer, and there'll be some countertops and areas to handle clothing and sinks and that kind of thing in there. Let me see, we've seen one similar to that. We're just going to look around this kitchen. Boy, I've seen over the years a lot of emphasis on the kitchen. This is quite a nice one here too. The dining area. You know, I've seen people who, you know, one of those options people will do sometimes if you're expecting to entertain a great deal, those two side-by-side windows on the right, a lot of people put French doors there just to give access to those huge porches.
And also some bay windows sometimes come into play. That adds a little more space around those chairs.
So here we are, and we can see the bar, a really good view of the bar, and from the left of the scene we can see the master suite and even a little bit of the master bath over there on that side. And
also
we're going to see some
half bath over there as well.
Yep, we're going to go inside that. There's an even better view as we're back in the entry foyer here. So there's that half bath right there, Robert.
That's nice.
You can go inside there.
It's always good to have a bathroom next to the bar.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing to have a guest restroom there on the half bath right on the that's pretty common in a lot of our plans. All right, let's go upstairs. This is just a whole looking down from the stairway. Your view is you would go into that entry area there, and looking down from the balcony on that great room. Pretty spectacular. Are they using rebar?
Yep, that's actual rebar right there.
You know,
we're actually doing some of that here, Danny, on some of our railing. We actually have a display out here on the front of this building with rebar.
It's funny how Sam's opinion of things evolves over time. When we first saw like mixed media with mixed stone and a log exterior, didn't like it at all. Now we all love it. And rebar. But I just think of a wood home like a good pair of blue jeans or something that comfortable. Is anything goes with blue jeans. You can just any material. The creativity that we see is spectacular. We're up in the loft now, and look at this barn door. That's kind of a trend these days. We're seeing a lot of barn doors. And this particular one, a lot of times in that gable loft area, we'll see game rooms set up for the kids with TVs or Game Boys or Nintendos and all that sort of things. A lot of people use that space as an office. I'd say probably I've seen more of it used as an office. And this one is another example of a modification to the plan, because right over on that wall just past the barn door there's access to a bathroom. They've turned this into a loft bedroom, and they've got 3 bedrooms upstairs, so you can see that a lot more clearly in this picture here.
And also that where that window is, normally that's a balcony on this plan.
That's right. So these plans are just, you can do anything you like, and our designers are here, these modifications. Well, we've already, you said you've only ever sold one straight plan, so almost all of them get changed.
Yeah.
Just to either side of that balcony over the great room, there's going to be bedrooms upstairs. We can see by the cuts of that roof line, these are inside the roof structure of the house, and that works great.
Yeah, they're typically matching bedrooms upstairs. They're almost identical in this plan, unless you want to make some changes to it.
So that's blue stain ponderosa there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, extremely popular. We've got a wide range of finishing products. These are all optional. It's a decorating choice, but wow, this stuff looks great with log homes. It just does. But at the same time, we're seeing a lot of drywall here, which gives you decorating options to remodel and change your color scheme.
It really makes the wood stand out sometimes when you've got a little bit of sheetrock.
It does.
And we've got 2 different kinds of blue pine, so we've got some options there.
Yep. Nice restroom there.
Yeah,
This
it
is
looks just
across.
as modern as any other bathroom you'd see.
Yep. We're at the other side of the house now, still on the upper floor, and I think this is the shared. Looks to be a shared bathroom between 2 of the bedrooms on the upper level. Because we're looking back into that loft bedroom there. Yep. There's 2 doors there. That's in the door that we're seeing straight ahead would be the normal door, but since these folks opted to put a bedroom in that balcony space, they have that second door there so that it's a shared bedroom. We're in the master suite now. We're on the main level of the house. And that's beautiful. Look at those timbers on the roof there are not structural.
No, those are just decorative beams. That's some spruce tree stock that they've, left the bark on them and then just cut 2 sides. You can customize those beams, any way you want as well at our sawmill here.
The logs that you see there in this picture, that is literally the outside wall of the house. There's no, once we get done with the logs, that interior surface is finished, all except for the trim you see around the baseboards and the ceiling trim and around the windows there.
And that's where those D logs, create that flat wall on the inside.
Yep.
That's very popular.
And what is that? Is that aspen on the ceiling?
That's some aspen.
Yep. Beautiful master. And a great master bath as well. Wow.
Oh, yeah, they got boat cleats up there holding up the rope on the mirrors there.
People do some neat stuff with the decorating. It just amazes us. Our customers are really the source of all the great ideas, if the truth were known.
That's true. They research everything from head to toe, and when they come in, they have researched A to Z, and then you're having to look up stuff that they're telling you, because they've done such great research.
And just incredible creativity. Yeah. All right, let's go downstairs. This would be, the upper 2 levels can be built on flat land. Any of these plans can be adapted to work on a basement, just about, I think. Can't they, Robert?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, we've altered a lot of these Mountain Inspirations plans into Texas plans, to accommodate some of the HVAC and some of the hot water heaters and stuff.
Yeah. We've got some of the homes that we won't be showing this today, but some of the homes we've actually got photographs of the mechanical room that'll usually be on this basement or terrace level of the home. But this space, I mentioned it earlier, this space is used for all kinds of things, for game rooms, as a separate apartment. You can see the utility sinks there on the right. And,
man caves.
Man caves, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen one wing. We'll see this particular home is built with bedrooms on the lower level, which is great. A lot of times we'll see when folks get ready to retire out and get out of the city and out of the rat race, they will set up these lower level rooms as bunk houses for their grandkids. I've seen them with 8, maybe even 12 bunk beds in the things. I don't know how anybody expects to get any sleep with that many grandkids in one room.
I'm sure
because
that
they would
happens a lot
stay up
during
all night, don't you know it?
Christmas and Thanksgiving, pack everybody into one location
Yeah.
for the holidays.
So we can tell that we're in the lower level here because of that flat ceiling. There's a floor overhead. That's the great room. Or actually, this one here, I bet, is the dining room directly overhead. But again, blue stain ponderosa pine there on the walls.
Even around the trim.
Yep.
And the baseboards.
Yep. There we are. That's how those rooms cut together. I guarantee you, Robert, if we could see this house in 360 degrees, right to the back of the photographer, there's going to be a restroom, bathroom to the left, and directly behind the photographer. I've seen so many of these. There's going to be that'll be the mechanical, the air conditioning and all that kind of thing.
Again, you'd be surprised how cool it is down there in that lower level as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. So look at this one. This is just almost straight drywall in this room.
Very contemporary. A little bit of wooden trim around the windows that are stained the same color as the walls.
I think everybody can see why the Misty Ridge is so popular. We build so many of these. Our people start with this plan. That's kind of a cool shower enclosure there too.
Yeah, it looks like some tin, barn tin in there.
It's like
That's a new
blue jeans.
one.
Log homes are like blue jeans. Everything goes with it.
I've seen them use it on the ceilings in some rooms before, but never in a shower like that.
I've seen distress tin, salvage tin, just for the character put on ceilings in basements. Yeah. Here we are. That's probably the restroom over on the other side by that other bedroom. All right, second home, and I don't see. Good grief. All right, we're gonna push through. There's 100 slides, folks. You can see that on. We're on slide 58. So this is a home that was just in the Blue Ridge Parade of Homes just week before last, and it sold. Log homes are so prevalent in Appalachia, in North Georgia, and there around the office, that this home was actually built as a spec home and put in the parade. So when these pictures were made, it's just, there's too much here not to love, and so that builder, and it's somebody we know, and call our office in Georgia, but you'll see why. Look at this country.
What river is that, Danny?
I'm not. There is so much water there. It could be any number of rivers. Yeah, there's many rivers merging all in that area. In fact, when the Atlanta Olympic Games were held, all the water sports and the kayaking occurred on these rivers. And that's the happy memory of that North Georgia. The scary part of it is the movie Deliverance back in the day. This is that country, but don't let the if you recall the movie Deliverance with Burt Reynolds, who always in that, Ned Beatty.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty ominous.
Dueling banjos.
Some city boys getting up there in the hills and having guys. I can't hardly remember the theme, but they were being stalked down the rivers while they were trying to fish or whitewater raft or something. But I'll tell you this: the people of North Georgia couldn't be nicer folks. It is a beautiful, wonderful place to be. This was done up as a show home, but look at the landscaping; is just spectacular.
I like the fire pit too.
Yep. Of course, these locations up in the mountain, they're always beautiful. They're always great for photo shoots, but the most special place in the world to build your log home is in your special place, whether it's your family land here in Texas. We show a lot of pictures because we're pretty fascinated ourselves here in Texas to see what's going on over in Georgia. But just this home is just spectacular. And like I say, this is brand new. This home just sold. Somebody bought it after the Parade of Homes, so about 10 days ago. It was built as a spec home.
It looks like it's been modified quite a bit, Danny, from the Birchwood standard.
I think it probably has. The guys in the Georgia office said that it started out as a Birchwood, but some of these things morph beyond recognition. So I did title the slides Birchwood. If somebody wants to get started from the same place and start with our website and want to let your mind wonder how they started there and arrived here.
Yeah, the Birchwood has been one of our most popular models here in the last couple of years for sure.
Yeah, unlike the first home we looked
everything.
at this morning, this is on a single level. So this home will work anywhere in the country, just almost without modification. We're seeing it on a pier and beam here, it looks like. So it's lifted up above grade. And again, so many homes in Georgia are built on rivers. We're up in those Appalachian Mountains, and there's just water everywhere.
You've got some rebar out there as well, Danny.
Yep.
And that looks like one of our Smoky Mountain logs there. That's in the picture. It appears to be hand hewn, the face of it, with some dovetail corners.
I made a quick note when I was talking to them in the Georgia office this morning, and they said that's actually our new Pioneer.
Is it?
Profile.
Okay, I didn't see the chink joint.
Yep, there is not one. So this picture here is, take note of that glass wall and that view, and these people are obviously they put it on this river, and so they're. But watch what that wall does here in just a picture or two. This stuff's just breathtaking. You know it?
Oh, it really is. I couldn't imagine being that close to the water, living every day. Of course, I know I'd probably be fishing every day if I lived right there.
Oh, yeah, I know you would. I've seen up around Creede, Colorado, people will build homes like this right up to the edge of the Rio Grande, where they're near the headwaters of the Rio Grande, and they will build that where you could stand on that porch right there and cast a line in the Rio Grande.
Oh, that'd be neat.
So that is a moving glass wall on
Wow.
that end of the house, isn't it?
I've never seen that.
That's it's spectacular, no doubt about it. Okay, this home's it's hard not to just show just tons of exterior pictures here. Just the approach, the landscaping. Boy, people need to earmark a little funds for that finishing touch to finish out their place with the landscaping. But a gravel drive, you know.
Incorporated some stone.
Yep. So we've kind of gotten away internally. We used to talk about, oh, this is the front of the plan and this is the back of the plan. And I think as everybody can see right here, we've there is sort of no front and back. You can orient that house on your property, whatever works best. These homes look good from every angle. So we've gotten in the habit of saying, oh, this is the approach side, and that other overlooking the river, that's the view side of this plan, as it was of this particular home as it was placed there. That's the entry door, the driveway, or to the left there.
Yep, the back can be the front, and the front can be the back.
Yeah. Boy, that would be a view to. And the interesting thing there now, some of our employees who also live in our homes, they're in this neck of the woods where this home is built. It's not you might see bears. You will see bears out there. You'll see. We were getting emails at times. Oh, there's a mama and two cubs out in my driveway this morning. Black bear just roamed the Appalachia. Here we are inside. I guess that's. This would be right in the entrance. Again, look at that kitchen over there. Wow, nice appliances everywhere.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Birchwood. It gables from front to back with a nice open concept there, and the kitchen is usually around to the side a little bit, but you can bring it out like they did here through customization.
Another situation where we see somebody's got such a spectacular view out the windows there that they put that fireplace over on the side of the great
Wall
room. The family room there. Yep. That fan's pretty cool too.
That's similar to the one we got here, isn't it, Danny?
It is. Yeah. the kitchen area.
Nice.
What kind of vent-a-hood is that, Robert?
I couldn't tell you. It may be something from a local manufacturer there. You know, since we don't really, you know, here out of our office, we just build the shell. And so, you know, a lot of times we don't get into the appliance part of it. But I know when they got a stove like that, they need a hood. And a lot of times when they have a stove in an island scene, they have to do a downdraft, which, you know, sometimes that doesn't work real well.
That happens, it happens all the time that we have people will send us an email and say, they'll ask us about like that sink back there, that are some detail, sometimes furnishings. What brand of range is that? Yeah, we're not a general contractor, so Satterwhite builds nationwide. There are literally probably dozens of homes in any state you name, and thousands in some states. Mm-hmm. So it just doesn't make sense for us to be the appliance guy if you're going to be building in Indiana or someplace.
Yeah, and sometimes our designers, they know a little bit about, you know, some of the specs for some of these things as far as, you know, how to draw them in and the size of them.
Yeah. But even the cabinets, all this finishing work, we focus on the structure of that log home, and not the cabinets, not the appliances, not the countertops,
or the flooring,
or the plumbing fixtures, or any of that. So, but I do wish we could answer questions, but it's just not possible. Our crews, by the time this place is finished, our crews have been gone a while. There's another barn door right there.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, some of these customers have researched every type of stove, every type of refrigerator, every type of faucet head, and it's really amazing the kind of research some of these people will do.
It's pretty amazing how much variety there is out on the market, and you can, yeah.
And it depends on how much you want to spend.
Yeah. So I know that seeing pictures like this is pretty inspiring. That's what we titled today's show about, Inspiration 2020. But yes, it's I quoted Charles Dickens last week, but this is like the most famous opening line in a book. It's the best of times and the worst of times, but I guarantee it's the best of times if you want to get out of the big city. We're here for you.
I think there's a mass exodus going on right now, and I think we're seeing a lot of that in this part of the country.
Yeah, definitely. Interest is definitely high right now. And it's pretty easy to see why. I mean, how it isn't hard to fall in love with this, Robert.
No, not at all. Hopefully we're catching some new viewers today.
Yep. So I think that this house was photographed after it was staged for the Parade of Homes. It's not been lived in or anything. So, like we were saying, it was just sold maybe 10 days ago, subsequent to the Parade of Homes. Master suite. So even though there's no basement here, the home, it was built on a grade a little bit, so we can see that you do have an elevated porch and some stairs down to, it's not a big drop out there, but.
Well, it's probably not a bad idea being that close to the river.
I don't think those rivers flood in that part of the country. That's hard to, it's kind of like the upper Rio Grande. I don't know how they built that place right on the water's edge.
Right. Well, I think I'd rather be a little safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of an edge.
It's true, it can flood anywhere. Great.
Nice walk-in shower there.
Oh yeah, and that's nice. So this is the part that doesn't look lived in at all. It's the Parade of Homes.
Yeah, plenty of
But
space
just
there.
showing how you'd never guess that was a log home if you woke up in that room.
Well, you get some people who say, man, I'm not putting any sheetrock in my house. And then sometimes you get the husband and wife, they're having to compromise between a little bit of sheetrock and a little bit of wood. So
Yeah.
it just shows the options are there.
Okay, we're like 4 slides from the end of this because I put exactly 100. I guess this is a guest bedroom or the second bedroom. I'm not familiar. The Birchwood, how many bedrooms does that have?
It's 3 bedroom, but like I said, just, when you go to customizing these things, I mean, you can, that bedroom there doesn't look very big, so they might have squeezed an extra bedroom in there.
Yeah.
But typically 3 bedroom, 2 bath. But through the art of design, you can really be creative.
Another closet.
Yeah, notice they didn't have any mirrors over these sinks in some of these bathrooms here.
Well, that would be probably pretty typical on a parade home, maybe where the mirror and the frames are just probably, since the home was built as on spec.
They can customize their own windows or mirrors on there.
Just leave it for the owners to decide how they want
There you go.
want it to look.
That's the laundry room look like.
There's another bedroom that is not even staged. So what kind of wood is that on the ceiling? Maybe some cedar?
That looks like maybe some of our rustic aspen, but it could be, it's not cedar. Doesn't appear to be. I don't know, it might be something different. Doesn't, with those colors, it's hard to tell. And of course, it could be stained as well.
Oh, that's it. And this is the last picture in our show here. I think that we could probably there's those 70 or 80 plans on the website, I believe, so people can just start there and get going with your own ideas. A lot of what you should choose on your the home that you build is really dependent on your property. And, a lot of it, as you can see in these plans, specifically if there's a grade or if the land is flat, what your view angles are, where the sun rises and sun sets, and whether you want to have gable glass, where we can see in the gable glass in the top right of this last picture here. You would want to have that unprotected by a porch and pointed west, because that would have energy consequences on that house forever. But so there's a lot of variables. Our guys here at Sutter White are ready to talk to you, so you can just take our website as a starting point, and your home will be developed in your dream home is your dream home, and we're going to accommodate anything that can be accommodated structurally. Wouldn't you say, Robert?
Yeah, like I said, it never hurts. Once you've looked at our website, if you want to get one of our books, start formulating some questions, and feel free to call us, and we can answer all your questions, offer ideas. We're low pressure here, so we're not going to try to twist your arm to do anything. We work at your pace, so we'd love for you to call us. We'd like to talk to you. So we're Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and here in Texas, we're open on Saturdays from 7 to 12.
All right, guys, thanks for being with us. Sorry for the rocky start. Boy, I thought today was going to be so easy, but we've got enough to do 5 more episodes like this on home tours if you like it. Be sure to leave us some comment in online, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. And if you'd like to see more of these real walkthroughs and a close-up look at homes, I just think, I can't believe we've taken so long to have this idea, because it's just a great format for you to really see a house instead of picking up a catalog or a website where typically you're just going to see a picture or 2 of this, or you're going to see a mix of pictures from different houses. But to really walk through someone's home and see what they've done, I thought this was pretty fun.
Good deal. Well, thanks for having me on, Danny.
It was pretty fun until I was gotten to too much of a sweat when things didn't work.
You were scrambling there, but it looked like you pulled it off.
We got it through. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.